It's the same thing with the True Blue tapes. I know you love the True Blue tapes,
Man, that was one of my first favorite gangster rap albums, dude. Shout out Kiki Loco and all those dudes over there. Metro was my shit, homie. To this day, I bump Metro.
man. Like, it was one of those, like, don't keep your logo, man. Shout out to the 9th Street. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a lot of, like, one thing I love about the True Blue tapes was I love and appreciate the Crip unit for that time. I love how they were able to capture that for that period, that point in time before, everything started, changing up.
Damn, I didn't even catch that. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Like, a lot of people, people around the globe, still look at Crips to this day, like all of us just walk around and all through because of those images with the media and how well Crips and Blood was promoted, how they promote. I mean, when you look at it, they made it look like we were always a giant rap video and a fucking movie that they try to romanticize.
Oh, for sure.
Like, what I mean? Even when you take a movie like The Wood, remember The Wood?
Of course.
Like,
classic.
That movie is, what I'm saying? Even with that movie, you had product placement, what I mean? All up in the movie, and it was blood. You know what I'm saying?
When I was a kid, when I was a kid, every other week there was a NBC special or a Fox 11 special or a CBS special on gangs. And like you said, it was almost like they were romanticizing it. Yes, they would talk about the shit that, the bad shit, which is that most of it's bad, but they would show them throwing dice and drinking beer and talking about their hood, and they almost romanticized it like they were trying to get people to join it.
Yeah. It's like the news stations are talking to you about, like, gangs, Crips and Bloods, the worst thing created in America. Well, you can't say that because you got Ku Klux Klan, dude. But you try to make the Crips and the Bloods the scapegoat for almost every scenario. It's like no matter what, you got almost thousands of interviews on Crips and Bloods.
Yep.
Always being labeled as a scapegoat, even with the Biggie and Tupac. They made that into a Crip and Blood thing.
Mm-hmm. Southside versus, whatever.
Yeah, like, so it's just like...
That's true, man. Yeah.
Like even, as a matter of fact, if you go back on the movie, the Dead Homies movie, at the very end, they got Biggie and Tupac rapping at the same table with each other.
Yeah, I gotta go back.
Yeah, man. Like, the industry fucked everybody with a smile.
Damn, with no Vaseline either. And just right in front of our face. They put it just right in front of our face. There was no secret. Like, they didn't hide it somewhere and we had to go find it. They were putting it on TV. They put it in the music. They put it right in front of our face.
Yeah, they wanted to normalize things. Like, before, I'm pretty sure the streets, before the internet and before the camcorders came out with the news reporter and all that, these hoods were once secret. So if you were in it, you were in it. But when it started gaining exposure, kind of made the media pump everybody up. Even to this day, you still got, like, when somebody dies on the news, first thing somebody does, get in the camera and be like in the background, like, oh yeah, such and such is my hood, and they throwing it up, and then they walk on about it. They did not give a fuck about the shooting or the victim that died. You know what I mean? That the news report is on. All they cared about was, nigga, I'm letting them put on for my hood. I'm on TV. Look at me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's... And then when you look at how the industry played in the ROLLlN, like, bro, it's almost like everybody went to prison in droves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then this goes back to just, like, what was it? Everybody was talking about no snitching, right? Mm-hmm. No rats allowed. But if you look at the movie Colors, that whole movie had rats in it.
Oh, yeah. High Top, I mean, shit. Yeah, man.
Like, what was it, the essay, the nigga Frog?
That's right, Oso.
Yeah. Motherfucker got it. And then one of his homies is a cop. Mm-hmm. You got to get out of jail free card, my nigga. You let him out of prison just to go shoot up some Crips. Mm-hmm. And I think, what was it? That was White Fence going up against the coasters, right?
You talking about in the movie Colors?
Yeah,
so they had false gang names. So the Crips were called Cryptoville, and the essays were 21st Street, which neither of those exist, from what I understand. Yeah, Cryptoville and 21st Street.
I ain't gonna lie. To me, I always like this. May sound strange. I'm not trying to pinpoint nobody, but in that movie, it just looked like these are the coasters going up against White Fence, and next door to them is the Swan.
You know why you think that? Because there is a scene where they pull up to White Fence. There's a famous bridge here in L.A. that everybody in L.A. knows. I think it's Boyle Heights, but it's in the heart of White Fence, and they do pull up where there's some essays standing outside, and they're like, "You guys see any gang members today?" And then they're like, "Nah, we ain't seen any gang members." It was this short 10 seconds, but that was filmed in White Fence, so that could possibly be where that came from.
You know, the only reason why I think it's coasters, you gonna laugh. Because most of them, you know what I'm saying, when I go back and watch the footage, it's nothing but East Siders in that motherfucker. And when I'm looking at, and when you look at Coast Gang, every section of Coast Gang got a different color scheme with their blue.
Okay.
So when I see all of them in the holding tank, I'm like, damn, a lot of coasters in here, man. Got my man Don Cheeto. They lacing my man Don Cheeto. They try to get my man to the Crip side. Like, all right. Yeah. The whole time, you know, I'm pretty sure like Don Cheeto probably has a cousin that's a blood or something like that. He got him hit to, you know, how California works when he goes out there. And I'm pretty sure Glenn Plummer that plays High Top, you know, I'm pretty sure he's right there in Richmond, California, right?
He was from Cali up in which is north of us. But he did say that he knew nothing about LA gangs. He basically just put on, you know, what he thought was a gangster suit, and he talked hood. He thought, and he ended up getting the whole thing. And the character that he put on, dog, you would have thought that he was fresh out of a gang. And him and the other dude, you said, not Glenn Plummer, the other cat, having a brain.
Oh, Don Cheeto, right?
Both of them play great characters, right?
Yeah, like you would have thought that. I'm like, I ain't gonna hold you. You had me thinking these motherfuckers really Crips and Blood.
That's real. When I saw Shotgun, I was like, damn, this is a fucking gang. This nigga they picked a real gangster to play this shit. And meanwhile, he knew nothing about the lifestyle, which is awesome from an actor's point of view.
I mean, and then the funniest thing was when the director said, I don't want no actors to portray, you know, gang members. I want real gang members. But there's actually some of those members in that footage were real gang members in the background.
Okay, I would think so.
And they were like life coaching, you know what I mean? Like something like, come on, man, we all know Daniel Wayans and who else is in there? Leon, come on, man. My man right. Leon.
Yeah. Damon
come
Wayans.
on, bro. From Bob Heartbeat.
That's right. He was he was Bumblebee. Yeah, dude that got shot in the back while he's beating down girl in the bedroom.
Yeah, like you telling me my man Mo Money, my man Blind Man, is cricket. For real. Like, you know what I'm saying? They did one hell of a job playing the caricature, like for the archetype of what they were trying to capture. I get it. They were trying to portray, like niggas high off the sherm, you know what I mean? I get it. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, it's like, I'm probably, somewhere that director is probably kicking himself knowing that he hired a bunch of actors that weren't even gangbangers. Mm-hmm. I know he's mad. Mm-hmm. But just looking at that shit, I'm like, man, sold the shit out of everybody.